Hi, Judy Borman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, we're sort of ask you a couple of questions. So, first one, what I wanted to ask you is what made you decide to jump into this 12-week transformation program?
I had a really kind of bad health year in 2023,
Hmm.
and then I started to feel better at the towards the end of the year, and I just wanted to kick off on that
Yeah.
feeling of feeling better and really kind of enter the new year on a positive spirit. So I think that was really the impetus for starting the 12-week program. But I also, like on the back end of a lot of antibiotics, a lot of meds, intravenous, and all the rest of it, I just wanted to be nutritionally healthy as well.
Yeah.
So a big thing for me was fueling from the inside and trying to feel more healthy that way as well.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so could you break down what the program was like? So, like, how do the eating, the working out, the accountability, like, what kind of support you got? Like, what did you feel about those different kind of categories?
So I've got to say, like, I was hugely nervous when I first started, as you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I going to be able to manage all this food, and is it going to fit in with my family and all the rest of it?
Yeah.
But in fact, it was much easier than
Yeah.
I imagined. So that was really good. And because I was fairly active to begin with, there wasn't a lot, like I didn't have to really focus on more exercise.
Yeah.
I just really concentrated on the nutrition and eating. And it was because it was kind of a new way for me of looking at food. So before it's always been about calories in and calories out, but this was more like how you combine your food. And that was really interesting for me. So basically took me probably a week or so to kind of get that sorted.
Yeah.
And then once I did, I just, like, it was easy. Like, it wasn't like I was even thinking of restricting myself on anything. It
Mm.
was more like, how can I just make really good choices
Yeah.
and fuel my body like that? So typically in a day, I think maybe before I started the program, I wasn't eating enough during it. Well,
Hmm.
definitely I wasn't eating enough.
Yeah.
Um, so this was more about fueling myself in the day so I didn't get home and want to like just tear everything off in the
Yeah.
pantry.
Yeah.
Um, and it really made such a huge difference. I couldn't
Yeah.
even believe it. Um, and yeah, so exercise, fueling myself, and within a few weeks, feeling better already.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. And what about the workouts? Like, how did you find them? Did they fit into your sort of needs? And, was it hard, like, to follow the program and anything like that?
Like, super easy to
Yeah.
follow the workouts. Like, it's more of a, like, just getting yourself motivated, which for me is easy, but I know for some people isn't.
Yeah.
And I would draw on, like, I'd bring my daughter in to help me, and
Yeah.
sometimes my husband, and yeah,
Yeah.
so I sort of really try, because I do like a group kind of experience. um but yeah, I as you know, got that group experience,
Yeah.
have you on one-on-one.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the rest I did by myself, lots of swimming, lots of,
Yeah.
oh my god, so much walking.
Yeah. A lot of walking. A lot of
A
walking.
lot of
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So, in terms of like just talking about that support sort of thing, how did you find like the accountability, like the check-ins through the app, the group, like the on the app, how all the other ladies are involved and you can see what's going on? Like, did you find that helpful?
Yeah, like, because I really feed off a support network.
Yeah.
So the fact I found that app super easy to
Yeah.
navigate, and
Yeah.
I loved, like, how I could just take a photo of what I was eating, and
Yeah.
then I could go back and do it at a later time. Like, I didn't have to do everything right then and there.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
appreciated that. Also, like, the ladies on there just awesome. Like every time you did a workout, there'd be 3 people giving you applause, which
Yeah.
was,
A good
it's
support
awesome.
network. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
And all we could all whinge together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. There was a bit
it's
of
pretty
win
cool.
there. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Okay, so in terms of like tracking your progress, like what was your sort of go-to? Like, was it looking at clothes, measurements? Like, what was your sort of like, did you choose something
So
that kind of helped
when
you?
I started, like I didn't want to look at the scales.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever happens is like a bonus for me. It's all about feeling good.
Yeah.
And then as I went on and I could feel that I was losing weight,
Yeah.
sort of, yeah, I got on the scales and I was like, oh, this is magic. But I think probably taking the photos and the measurements for me
Yeah.
was like what kept me motivated, because
Yeah.
I could see every 3 to 4 weeks
Mm.
huge changes in those.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's what kept me going.
Yeah, awesome. And that leads me to the next question. So, like, what changes did you see by the end, both on the inside and how you felt on the outside as well? Like, what sort of changes and did it affect you in and out?
So for me, there were lots of like physical changes, so that I could see that my clothes were fitting better, my face thinned right down. I
Yeah,
felt amazing,
yeah,
and super healthy, which was fantastic, like the most important thing.
yeah,
But there were some unexpected things, like I stopped having to take reflux medication, for example. My blood pressure was pretty good. Like all those things that you don't really think about, but
yeah.
really make, like a
Which is
difference to
which
how
is
you
awesome.
feel as well.
Awesome
Yeah.
to get rid of those things. Awesome. Okay. The next thing, what if a friend was thinking about starting the program? What would you tell them? And you don't have to lie. I'm not paying you. Okay.
Well, I've already told my friends obviously about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I think the big thing that I've said to them is that it's just a completely different way of looking at food, and I've never really looked at it as a diet. So
Yeah.
I think
Good.
really that's the most important thing, because
Yeah.
I don't really want to go on for 12 weeks restricting myself and never having a glass of wine or
Not the
never
way it
having some
works.
chocolate or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I'd never keep that up. But
Yeah.
I can honestly, I can see myself being able to live this, like this. Like
Yeah.
it would just be easy. It's not difficult. And that's what I said, because a lot of them are like really focused on, a lot of my friends are very active. They go to the gym, they're physically active, but I don't think they've ever really looked at macros
Yeah.
and food combinations and how to fill their body up from the
Under,
inside
understanding
nutritionally.
the healthy way about it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. And how do you see yourself keeping up with these new habits or routines?
Oh, well, I've got this like really awesome personal trainer. Like,
Oh, you should give me her number.
I'm just going to continue on. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, I'm just going to continue on the way I'm going. I think for me, tracking is probably really important,
yeah,
because the thing is, now that I'm off the program, I probably need to just have that measure of accountability.
yeah, yeah,
I don't want to fall into the trap of like, oh, I've lost all this weight, now I'm just going to eat like I did before I started.
yeah, yeah,
So for me, it's just about looking at what I eat and still keeping an eye on that.
yeah.
Still keeping active and walking. I'm not sure if I'll be swimming so much because it's cold now.
Getting cold. Yeah, yeah,
But maybe I'll find something else I can try. I don't know. Feeling a bit
yeah,
more adventurous.
yeah. Awesome. So all in all, like as a whole experience, like, do you think it's been a positive change and shape to the way health and fitness, like how you think about it?
It's definitely been a positive change for me. Definitely. I mean, I've been going to the gym for years.
Mm,
I've always been active, but I've never really taken that next step of
yeah,
looking at my nutrition. And I always thought, oh, I eat really well, like plenty of
yeah,
vegetables, I eat
yeah,
lots of
yeah,
fruit, but I've never really measured that or looked at it at all.
yeah,
So for
yeah,
me, that's what it was about. And yeah, I think it's amazing. I think everyone should be doing it.
Thanks, Jude. If you could let everyone know that, that'd be fantastic.
Everyone do it.
Or everyone get it done. Awesome. Thanks, Jude.